Hey guys, this is Ulrich with Guitar Ingenuity. I hope you're doing well. It's Sunday morning. Of course, I'm the only one up in this house doing some work. The rest is sound asleep. You're probably sound asleep. So hopefully by the time you get up and fire up your computer, you're ready to watch this review or shout out or whatever you want to call it on an absolutely amazing find. I'm deeply indebted to my friend Rick Bennett, the owner, mover, and shaker behind Twin Earth Records, who brought Bastard Lord and their self-titled album on my radar screen. I do specifically remember, wait, before we do that, first I want to make sure that you see that cover, because the cover is pretty brutal and awesome. It scares the living shit out of me, simply because if I see a naked woman's butt, with a tail, that'll do it for me. That's where I draw the line. But anyway, I'm just kidding. In all seriousness, I need you to listen to this album. I don't even know how to describe it. It's minimalistic, it's brutal, it's unambiguous. The best way for me to give you a remote idea of what we're talking about here is if you take volume 4 and Master of Reality and think of that general sound, of that general vibe you get off of those two early Sabbath albums, and take it up 2 notches, then you get a vague idea what you can expect when listening to Bastard Lord. If you now add on top of that Ozzy's singing and vocal delivery on Planet Caravan, so the echoey, trippy vocals on Planet Caravan. So now think what I just said. You have volume 4 and Master as the general, as kind of the framework as far as what you can expect in terms of sound, and then on the other side, on the other side of this dichotomy, you have this rather soft and light and gentle vocal delivery, which works out fabulously. Quite honestly, I was presumptuous. I read the title, Bastard Lord. I looked at the cover. I started the first track and I thought, I'm in for a ton of growling and pig squeals and things like that, which is just simply not my cup of tea. Thankfully, none of that happened as I just described. I was so positively surprised by how intelligently and effectively the band was able to kind of combine these two worlds and put it into something so significant and profound as they did on this album. So there are 4 tracks on here: Cimmerian, Wormwood, Summoner, and Into the Sea. I'm still listening to this album almost every day. I don't know what works better for me, the track by track listening or listening to the album as a whole. I want to say it's the latter, because I feel that the order of songs follows some sort of logic. I don't know exactly what it is, but it has a good flow to it if you listen from beginning to end. I described it as minimalistic, but don't get me wrong, this is not to take away from the songwriting or the execution of the material, which was incredibly well done. So the minimalistic comment was really to the general approach relative to the material. So what I mean by that, it's a 3-man band. And let me just read the names to you because they're important. You got David Braymiller on vocals and bass, Mike Herman on guitar, Jeremy Coop on drums. I hope I pronounced it correctly. I'm extremely fond of this album. And just the other day I chatted with Rick and he said, wait, there is new material by the band available that's even better. I'm personally anxious right now because I think so highly of this album that I'm afraid that any new or future release may not live up to the standards of that album. On the other hand, I'm obviously eagerly waiting for me to get the chance to listen to the new stuff. And while I'm a little bit afraid, I'm sure it's gonna be awesome. Listen, let's wrap this up. Bastard Lord with Bastard Lord. Please check them out. Go over on Twin Earth Records. Check out the merchandise that's available. I'm gonna put up links here for more information about the band and this record. Again, please check those guys out. They're fantastic. They deserve much more recognition. So let's help them to get the word out. As usual, leave a like, become a subscriber. Leave your comments below the video. I hope I'll see you next time. Till then, bye bye.